What are enzymes? And why are they essential for life? Imagine a completely ordinary morning. You wake up, get out of bed, drink a glass of water, eat breakfast, and start your day. Nothing seems unusual. But in those few minutes, an invisible world is already working inside your body. Food is being broken down. Sugar is being converted into usable energy. Cells are repairing small amounts of damage. DNA is being copied. Muscles are contracting. Your brain is sending signals that allow you to think, remember, and make decisions. And behind many of these processes is a group of invisible workers. They are called enzymes. You may not think about enzymes very often. Maybe you have only heard the word in phrases like digestive enzymes. But the real story is much bigger. Enzymes do far more than help you digest breakfast. They are one of the main reasons the chemical reactions required for life can happen fast enough
to keep your body alive and functioning. According to basic biochemistry references from NCBI, enzymes act as biological catalysts.
In simple terms, they reduce the amount of energy needed for a chemical reaction to take place. Without this kind of catalysis, many important reactions in the body would happen far too slowly under normal conditions.
To support life as we know it. Think of your body as a massive city. Inside that city are countless factories. Factories that produce energy. Factories that build proteins. Factories that repair DNA. Factories that process waste.
And every factory needs specialized workers to handle different steps. Enzymes are those workers.
Some enzymes help break down carbohydrates. Some are involved in processing fats. Others help the body use proteins.
And many more take part in energy production, cell maintenance, and the control of important chemical reactions. All of these processes are part of what we call metabolism. And metabolism does not simply mean burning calories or having a fast-in or slow metabolism. It is the entire network of chemical reactions that allows your body to take materials from the environment,
turn them into energy, build new structures, and keep your cells functioning. Enzymes sit at the center of that network. Now let's go back to breakfast. Imagine you eat a slice of bread, an egg, and some butter. To you, it is simply food. But to your body, it is a complex chemical challenge. Carbohydrates, proteins, and fats need to be broken down into smaller components before your body can absorb and use them. That is where digestive enzymes begin their work. They help break large molecules into smaller units that can cross the intestinal lining, enter circulation, and eventually become raw materials for your cells. But the story does not end in the digestive system. In many ways, that is only the first chapter. Once glucose and other nutrients enter your cells, other enzymes continue the job. Think of it like an assembly line. One enzyme handles the first step. The product of that reaction is passed to another enzyme, then to the next one. Through a carefully controlled series of reactions, the chemical energy stored in food can eventually be converted
into forms your cells can use. That energy helps your heart beat.
It helps your muscles move. It helps your brain function.
And it helps your cells maintain, repair, and renew themselves.
Modern research on energy metabolism continues to reveal how pathways such as glycolysis, fat metabolism,
and mitochondrial function work together. The details can be extremely complex, but the main idea is surprisingly simple. Life depends on a huge number of reactions happening in the right place, at the right time, and at the right speed. And enzymes are among the key players that make that possible. Another thing that makes enzymes remarkable is their selectivity. Many enzymes interact only with a specific molecule or a small group of related molecules through a region known as the active site. You can think of this as something like a lock interacting with the right key.
although real enzymes are much more flexible and complex than that analogy suggests.
When the right molecule reaches the enzyme helps the reaction happen more easily. Then, instead of being used up like an ordinary ingredient, the enzyme can often go on to help with similar reactions again. This brings us to an important misunderstanding. When people hear that enzymes are essential, they may assume that taking more enzymes from a supplement must automatically make the body healthier. But biology is not that simple. Your body naturally produces many of the enzymes it needs for normal function.
Some enzymes also depend on vitamins, minerals, or other molecules called cofactors and coenzymes
to work properly. But that does not mean taking extra enzymes will automatically improve the entire enzyme system throughout your body.
In certain medical conditions, such as when the pancreas does not produce enough digestive enzymes, a doctor may prescribe enzyme replacement therapy. But that is a specific medical situation.
It is very different from the idea that every healthy person needs to take enzyme supplements on a regular basis. So instead of focusing on ways to boost enzymes, a more practical approach is to support the conditions your body needs to carry out its normal functions. Eat a varied, nutrient-rich diet. Get enough protein, vitamins, and minerals. Sleep well. Move your body regularly. Avoid smoking. Do not overuse alcohol. And properly manage metabolic or digestive conditions if you have them. These habits may not sound as exciting as a pill marketed as a quick solution, but they are more consistent with the way human biology actually works. And perhaps the most fascinating thing about enzymes is that their story goes far beyond the human body. Enzymes are found throughout the living world. From tiny bacteria to plants, animals, and humans, life depends heavily on biological catalysis. A study published in Nature in 2025 also explored the relationship between the evolution of enzyme structures and the organization of metabolic networks across different species. It is a reminder that enzymes are not just isolated tools. They are part of the long evolutionary history of life on Earth. So the next time you sit down for a meal, think about this. You see a plate of food, but your body sees millions of molecules that need to be broken apart, sorted, converted, transported, and rebuilt. And behind the scenes, enzymes are quietly doing their work. No noise, no commands from you. They help turn food into materials your body can use. They help cells build and break down molecules. And they help maintain the chemical networks that life depends on. Maybe that is the most interesting lesson of all. Life does not exist only because of the things we can see, like the heart, lungs, or muscles. It also depends on countless tiny chemical reactions happening in the right place, at the right time, and at the right speed. Enzymes are an essential part of what makes that possible.
And sometimes, understanding the smallest things happening inside the body can make us appreciate the simplest parts of being alive.
A breath. A heartbeat. A meal.
Or simply the fact that you are sitting here right now, alive, listening to this story. This video is for educational and informational purposes only, and is not a substitute for medical advice.
If you have digestive or metabolic concerns, or if you are considering enzyme supplements,
especially if you have an underlying medical condition or take medications, speak with a qualified healthcare professional.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. And if you would like me to make more videos about enzymes, leave a comment below and let me know.
And don't forget to follow Healthy Dad Habits as we continue exploring the small habits and simple science behind a healthier life. I'll see you in the next story.